Hi guys, it's Mrs. Millison. Okay, we're going to go over the Check Your Understanding on page 5. Okay, Jake is a car buff who wants to find out more about vehicles that his classmates drive. He gets permission to go to the school parking lot and record some data. Later, he does some internet research on each model of car he found. Finally, Jake makes a spreadsheet that includes each car's license plate, model, number of cylinders, color, highway gas mileage, weight, and whether it has a navigation system. Okay, so let's answer these questions. Identify the individuals in Jake's study. Who or what is he gathering information on? He's gathering information about the cars in the student parking lot. Okay, I'm going to zoom out so I can write this down. So the individuals got a little bit of a shadow here. So we're going to do the cars in the student parking lot. Okay. The next question is, what are the variables? Okay, so what is the information, what type of information is he collecting about all the cars? And then we'll classify each as categorical and quantitative. Okay. I'll just make a little list. We got categorical. Okay, remember, categorical are just variables that will fit into one category. Okay, quantitative those are variables that will hold numbers that we can calculate, we can average, we can total, things like that. Okay, so let's look at our different variables. He makes a spreadsheet including each car's license plate. Now, a license plate isn't a variable. That's just the way to identify each car, okay? Now, the model of a car, it's not going to really be a number that I can calculate, so each car will fall into a specific model, so that's going to be categorical. So we can see everything. Okay. Number of cylinders. Okay, number of cylinders. I don't know much about cars, but I think it's just, number 2, 4, 6, 8. So that would be quantitative. Okay. Color. Again, color is not going to be a number that I can calculate. Color is going to be, silver, gray, that type of thing. So that's going to be categorical. Highway gas mileage, that's going to be a number. Okay, so that's going to be quantitative. Weight's also going to be a number that we can calculate, so that'll be quantitative. And then whether it has a navigation system or not, that's not going to be a number that I can calculate. So when I tally this information, it's probably either going to be yes or no. So that's going to be categorical. I'm just going to put nav system. Okay. All right, next, we already categorize them. 3, identify each quantitative variable as discrete or continuous. Okay. All right, let me rewrite my quantitatives here. So we have number of cylinders, highway gas mileage, and weight. Okay, discrete are integers, okay, counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, there's no decimal involved. Your value will either be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. There's not going to be 1.5 or 1.7. Continuous does allow for decimals, okay, so if we ask somebody how many siblings do they have, that's discrete because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't have a half a sibling. But when you ask somebody their GPA, that's continuous because that has a decimal in it. Everybody's going to have a slightly different GPA because people are going to have, it's going to vary by a decimal or so. Okay. So now number of cylinders. Number of cylinders is actually discrete. There's no decimals when you talk about numbers of cylinders in a car. Okay, so your cylinders, and again, I don't know all the cylinders in a car, but it's going to be something like 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is discrete. Okay, now highway gas mileage. Highway gas mileage can allow for decimals, okay, because you can have, 19.7, 28.3, okay, so this is going to allow for decimals, so this will be continuous. And then weight. And weight, again, will that allow decimals? Sure, a car isn't going to be exactly 2,500 pounds. It's going to be 2,517.38 pounds, okay? So this will also be continuous. Did I spell continuous right? I forgot the U. Because it allows for decimals, okay? And we will see discrete and continuous, those different types of variables all throughout the course. Okay, I hope this was helpful. See you next time.